Welcome back, my friends, to episode 11 of the Evil Run on Baldur's Gate, Luther style. In the words of the great Gazib, you're either a sadist or a diehard fan to be in for your 11th hour of watching some crazy person play through Baldur's Gate. Anyway, I'm always happy to have you here. I couldn't do this without you. Would be no point to do it without you. So, as always, thanks for dropping by. And let's have some fun, shall we? I think we were going to Cloakwood to fight the Wyverns. Yes, we were. There's a faster way to do this. We don't have to walk across the entire map. Instead, let's go to the mine first. So you want to take a look at the mines, do you? And then we'll just leave and go back this way. Of course, we're waylaid 7,000 times. Cloakwood truly is a terrible place. Why did anyone invent it? Okay, Sharkeel is wearing her full plate, right? Yeah. Seem to be good.
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
Okay, we are going to have to prep before we go in here. I kind of feel like we're just going to go in here and die. Will the Wyverns follow us? That's the question. Now that we're running on the Baldur's Gate 2 engine. Pretty sure the Wyverns will follow us, so it might be a good idea to summon the skeletons out here and pull the Wyverns out. Since apparently the... Oh, we need to rest, because Branwen is exhausted. Because apparently... the... Oh, we didn't go to High Hedge! Oh well, we're not going to High Hedge. JK, I lied in the last episode. We're not going to High Hedge. We could use these potions. Probably should. This is definitely a place we want to use them. Okay, Potion of Invulnerability, saving throws +5. Okay. Armor class is 0. That would be really useful against the Wyvern Poison. That would actually be a way to reduce... I know I said there's no way to make yourself, like, immune to the Wyvern Poison, but I guess I wasn't thinking of saving throws. I was thinking of straight immunification. Is that a word? Immunification? Immunity. But poison is the Savor's death throw. Luther has a higher one, right? No, Kagan does. Kagan does because he's a dwarf. Hang on, he has -5 AC. No. Kagan, you beautiful bastard. You are our point man. Okay, Kagan's going to be our point man. We're going to give him the Potion of Invulnerability. And it lasts an hour, which is amazing. So it's going to easily last the entire fight. Which means, assuming I don't lose my voice, which means him drinking this one potion might just be enough. Kill Giant Strength, that could be useful. Can we stack Potion of Stone Form and Potion of Invulnerability? But the problem is if we did that, his AC would actually lower. Because the Potion of Stone Form loses you 3 dex. So he would lose 3 AC. That's not a good idea. We might be able to just fight this straight up. Yeah, I bet we could. Famous last words.
Hello.
Okay, we're going to cast Bless now. I don't think there's any other spells anyone really needs to cast. I guess we could cast Mirror Image. But it lasts so few rounds.
Save your thanks.
Alright guys, we are going to quick save here because there's a good chance we just walk in here and die. Oh, it's so scary. We're leaving. I said we were going to fight them in there and I lied. We are leaving. And yes, they do follow you apparently. There are so many Wyverns. And I just don't feel comfortable, oh gosh, fighting them. Fighting them head on anyway. Edwin needs to incapacitate these task boys so that we can make good our escape. Seems good. Branwen will attempt to summon a skeleton, maybe? Oh, that's a terrible place to do that. Alright, Kagan's gonna turn on the Wyverns. He's gonna drink that Potion of Vulnerability. And he's just gonna go. Go, Kagan, go! Luther's gonna swap over to his crossbow just to ensure that he doesn't get targeted by the Wyverns. Is it time for web? Is it time for web? It might be time for web. Alright, we're gonna web this up. Maybe we can get lucky and web some of these...
Thank God.
Web some of these wyverns? Maybe. Oh, I misjudged the radius. Okay, maybe we can tease them into getting caught. Oh boy, that poor skeleton. That skeleton is just getting wrecked.
Save your theft. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Kagan's gonna again turn and try to get these wyverns' attentions. We could try a sleep spell. I don't know if it'll work. We could try a fear wand from Eldoth. We'll chant with Branwyn. Chartiel will... We gotta pick one of these wyverns to go after. Let's go after this baby wyvern here.
Thank God. That would, of course,
and cross your fingers. Okay. What did we get out of that? Well, one of the baby wyverns is near death. That's something. Okay, we lost our skeleton. That's fine. Did we kill the wyvern? It's hard to tell. Oh, our skeleton warrior was talking. I can't actually tell. I don't know. We gotta wait for Branwyn to finish casting chant. There we go. We're gonna pull back again. Kagan's going to try again to draw their attention. I know I keep saying that, but that's the idea behind this. Yeah, I have to assume that the wyvern, yeah, the baby wyvern's dead right there. We need to turn and focus this next baby wyvern. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are so many people running? No, guys, move back. Branwyn was doing that because we had her with her new... Oh, yeah, it was the quarterstaff switch. Okay, Kagan got hit, but only took 1 damage. That's fine. He got hit again. Is he saving? Yeah, he's saving versus death. This is exactly how we wanted this to go. The baby wyvern is dead. We're going to pull Luther back just to make sure that the Papa wyvern is actually fighting Kagan and not Luther. And yeah, maybe we're safe here because that potion of vulnerability giving him the +5. Whoa, we're getting a lot of solid hits here. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Those wyverns are doing such little damage. They're not scary at all without their poison. I know that should be like obvious, but it's amazing. I don't think I've ever tried to approach fighting them like this. This nearly trivializes the wyvern fight. Because Kagan is just not getting poisoned, and the wyverns on their own aren't dealing a lot of damage. That's amazing. I love it. A monstrous creature that I've feared ever since childhood is not really threatening at all.
Thank God.
If you just boost your poison resistance.
Your worthless lives end here. If we must.
Anyway, we'll take out these Tasloy, we'll go back into the caves, and yeah, we'll just go make sure there's an empty cave. I feel like there might be 1 or 2 baby wyverns left in there. So check this out. I love this. You can come in here. Yeah, it looks like another baby wyvern. You can come in here and see what the wyverns have been eating. Now, we didn't get the cinematic in Enhanced Edition. They took it out. But in original Baldur's Gate, there's the cinematic where you see a farmer, and then you see a wyvern carrying a cow fly past the farmer. And that's because the wyverns are taking animals back to their nest to feed the baby wyverns. You see, there was even apparently a bigger wyvern that was killed at some point by what looked like arbalest fire. Came back here and died. Who knew? Who knows what city is responsible for that one? Probably Baldur's Gate itself. Funnily enough, there's not a lot of treasure here, just a corpse of a hero. But, Treasure's treasure. I really am just surprised that the potion of invulnerability trivialized that fight to such a large degree. Because what usually happens is somebody gets poisoned and then they get damaged really quickly before they can drink their antidote, and then things just kind of go downhill and you have to pull them back. And then you have to pull up your second fighter and the second fighter gets poisoned, and I don't know, like, it can get out of hand really quickly. You saw how quickly it got out of hand in the last episode when we were just fighting 2 baby wyverns. And that, to me, feels like a more normal fight, where people just start getting poisoned and dying nearly instantly. Which just wasn't the case this time.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Okay, I think one of these wyverns is focusing Luther, but that's fine. We have so many antidotes. We're gonna be okay.
Save your thanks. Thank God. That would, of course, be
alright.
Go lightly.
Man,
A new god
they are there.
now, and his name is Luther.
I love doing okay.
If we must.
Save your thanks.
So it's funny, I shouldn't complain. I mean, it's pleasant enough, but we bought all of those antidotes, and we didn't need a single one. You see, Kagan's still under the effects of that potion of invulnerability. It even brings his AC down by a single point due to lowering his base AC to 0. Making him just that much harder to hit. Those 5%, man, they add up. Why is there a bear? Why is this bear angry at us? What did we do? Alright. Well, we're gonna need to do something to get rid of them. Okay, the bear is horrified. That's gonna get him off our tail for a moment.
Thank God. That would, of course, be me.
Or the bear is just gonna keep going? I don't know. I guess he's wandering around now.
A new god rules this planet now, and his name is Luther.
Kagan took a meaty hit there, but I think he's gonna be okay.
Save your thanks. Is that your best? Is that your best?
And the potion of vulnerability finally wore off.
And will not go lightly.
Okay. Seriously, Cave Bear, where are you going? Finally. That seems to be the entire map. Biggest focus, of course, being the Wyvern Nest. That's important if you have Korin on your team. Less so when you have a party who is just wandering around doing whatever they want. We're going to have to go back to that other part of Cloakwood to find Faldorn. We're going to do that now. I believe she's in the southwest. Right here. Oh, I can't actually tell people to go that way. Fine. What if I tell them to go here? Will they? They will. Alright. Gah! Did not expect to be spending so much time in Cloakwood with this party. You can hear the bats squeaking. Faldorn, where are you? You and your tree.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
Take not another step. I would know your purpose in this wood. Tell me true, lest you feed the trees from below. I do not have to tell you anything. I go where I wish. Your contempt for me is just a reflection of your contempt of nature. You and the others that dare to mine within these woods will fall before the wrath of the Shadow Druids. Yeah, so that other guy who attacked us, who cast Call Lightning on us, was also probably a Shadow Druid. They're all pretty upset that the Iron Throne is here in the forest.
That would of course be me.
We did disrupt his spell, which is nice.
I cannot risk your survival.
It looks like we managed to kill him before he could cast anything else. Hopefully Faldorn doesn't get too upset about that. Oh good, she's totally cool with it.
I am Baldur. I have been looking for those who would fight for the sanctity of this forest.
Is it me, or is that the same voice actress as Jaheira? Move aside, city dwellers. I warn you, if you have any connection with the men that defile this wood in search of iron, I will cause you much suffering. You're kidding me! She won't join our team? Because?
Is all.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I was gonna say, if this was another evil character that wouldn't join our team because our reputation is too low, I was going to just lose it. Alright. Have you changed your mind about combating the evil within the Iron Throne? Join me, and together we can end the defiling of the Cloakwood. Shoot. Hold on, we're gonna tell her we have no room, because we're gonna flip Kagan here. I know. It's so terrible. He was so useful in the last fight, but I think we're... Or no, we're not gonna flip Kagan. We're gonna flip Branwyn. Of course, what am I saying? We don't need two healers. Alright, so Kagan's sticking around for a little longer. Okay, look, I'm not gonna make fun of the shorty bonus anymore. The shorty saving throw bonuses, not a thing to be trifled with. Branwyn, it was fun.
Tis a fine day to
You certainly were an agreeable party member. This is not a reflection on you as a person at all, but goodbye.
Hello?
We have fought well, and we have fought bravely. Tempest willing, perhaps I will fight at your side again someday. Yeah, probably. You know, as we leave you, defenseless, weaponless, in the middle of the Cloakwood Forest. You are probably not getting out of here alive.
Who can resist the mighty strength of
Alright.
Luther?
As you wish. And here we have Faldorn.
You want something?
Faldorn is... she's also true neutral? What? I thought she was evil. She's a shadow druid. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Druids have to be true neutral no matter what. Right. I don't know what I was thinking. Well. Well. There's no point in using her then. Yeah, I think Quile is literally the last guy we can use. Because even though she's a shadow druid, you know, basically the zealot version of the druid. Did I say that weird? Has StarCraft ruined me? Zealot. I said zealot. Zealot. The zealot version of the druids. Okay, we'll really quickly look at her kit, but I don't think we're going to use her. Summon Dreadwolf. That's pretty cool. But you can't summon skeletons like Branwyn can. I don't know. Oh, she has a couple levels here. We'll go ahead and level her up. Give her that point and sling. So she's level 5 now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. What do you have here? Let's give her that ring. See how she stacks up against Branwyn. Branwyn, a Battle battle cleric, Tempest of Tempest, something like that. I feel like we were woefully underutilizing her kit because we never had her in the front line. Level 2 spells, man. They just suck in every class. Call Lightning. Alright, so Call Lightning is a fantastically powerful spell. Problem is it can only be used outdoors. Otherwise, what's the difference between a druid and a cleric here? Well, they both get dispel magic and cure medium wounds and cure disease. And strength of 1, and rigid thinking, and protection from fire, and miscast magic, and invisibility purge. All of that is the same. However, they don't get the blight, unholy blight, and the Holy Spirit, whatever, the positive version of it. They don't get the warding spell, the electric warding spell. Instead, they get summon insects and hold animal. And hold animal is just garbage. Yeah, saving throw negates one creature. It's awful. Anyway, so what is summon insects? Is that any good? Summon insects, try cloud. Victim may make a saving throw versus breath weapon with a -4 penalty. Otherwise, the victim receives 1 point of it. 1 point of damage every 2 seconds? Moreover, the victim fights with a -2 penalty to his attack roll and a -2 penalty to his armor class. And there's a 50% of spell failure? That's a good spell. The damage isn't a ton. It's nice. It's not a small amount of damage, but it's not like fireball level of damage, right? But it's the damage with the AC penalty, the Thaco penalty, the spellcasting penalty. All of that is pretty dang good. Plus, Call Lightning is hilarious if you're ever going to be outside. Unfortunately, the problem is, Cloakwood is probably the perfect place to use Call Lightning. And we're pretty much out of it. We're not going to be outside for, like, the rest of the game. It really is too bad. It's a pretty big weakness of Call Lightning. Especially considering that all the times you want to use it are probably more towards the early parts of the game when you're exploring the map. Oh well. That's fine. Summon insects is good. You know what? We're going to go ahead and keep. We'll go ahead and keep Faldorn. Even though she's true neutral, she fits way more into the whole evil party motif. Far better than Branwen did. Especially because I think Tempest is chaotic good. Whereas, what is her class kit here? What does the Shadow Druid get? No, she's just a druid. She's not even a kit druid. She's just druid. Why? Can we class change her? Is she human? She's human. We could dual class her. It's not gonna let us. Why can't we dual class her? She must not have the stats to dual class into anything. Or maybe druids can't dual class? I don't know. Regardless, I don't think I've ever used Faldorn, so let's give her a shot.
Say, this is a
she should
fellow.
More or less be able to use all the gear that we took. Oh boy. Why can't she use the medium shield? She has the 12 strength. Could she not use anything with metal? Oh, I am far too used to Jaheira. Right. Jaheira, who is part fighter. Wait, what? No, just medium shields just can't be used by druids. It's not that they're made of metal. Anyway, what's her... Yeah, she uses a club, so we were right to hold on to that club +1. I wonder if we can give her a small shield. That's kind of annoying that she can't use shields. Because we are just going to equip her with a sling and have her stand in the back line pretty much the entire time she's fighting. Does that mean she can't use chainmail? Oh gosh, she can't. Branwen is looking better and better the longer we do this. I guess she can use this leather armor. She's striking me as a liability here. So at this point, we're not. I think if you have the choice between Branwen and Faldorn, there's not a lot of selling points right now to take Faldorn. Her stats aren't even... There's nothing bonkers going on in her stats either. And that 15 charisma? Why? What are you doing with that 15 charisma? Your class doesn't get anything from it. At best, it'll be a different NPC reaction. At worst, it's a bunch of wasted stat points. Oh well. Maybe I'm being too critical. Am I being too critical? And so far, the only real meaningful difference is, I think, personally, not in favor of Faldorn. We lose command. We get entangle. Ugh. Those are just gonna be cure light wounds spells. We lose aid and get good berry. Ugh. Like, aid is already just better. It heals from more. Why? Why are the level 2 spells just awful? There's just nothing to take here. Like, what do we legitimately even want? I don't even know. I feel like Druids really got the short end of the stick in Baldur's Gate 1. Maybe they get better in the later games, I don't know. Oh well. Why do we bother? The only cool thing I see about Faldorn is that she can do this. I'll admit, that is pretty cool. The ability to summon a Dreadwolf just cuz. Like, if Druids naturally got that ability, they would be a lot more, like, what's the word? Attractive as an option. Yeah, I know. We're supposed to be playing Baldur's Gate. This isn't supposed to be Chezni picks apart Druids. Chezni picks apart Druids Gate. We'll go to the Iron Throne. I'm just not thrilled about... How are we going to make Faldorn work? Do they even get level 4 spells in Baldur's Gate 1? Are we going to get to a level where we do that? We're already level 5. The game... In original Baldur's Gate, level 7 was about the limit. Depending on your class. I think Thieves might have been able to get 8. They raised the level cap a little bit here in Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, but I don't think it was by much. It was like enough for a level in each class, I think. I sure hope I don't forget the cutoff point for leveling Luther up. What was it? Level... We wanted to class change him at level 8, but we were going to wait, because if we try to class change him in Baldur's Gate 1, we're just doomed to have a useless fighter on our team. Anyway, you might have guessed it, but this is the entrance to the Iron Throne, which is why there are all these guards here.
Thank God. Here goes nothing.
We have a sort of difficult fight on the outside. So we are going to want to take it seriously. These guards have a lot of AC. I think I want more magic missiles with Edwin. The sleep spells are good, but they lose value the longer you play the game. Because more and more enemies are just immune or resistant to them. Probably don't even want Well, no, because... So, okay, sorry, I should explain what I'm thinking. I was thinking that Eldoth won't cast Magic Missile with very many missiles, but then I realized it's level dependent. Not wizard level dependent, as weird as that sounds. And since he's not a wizard, like, that wouldn't matter anyway. So he should cast Magic Missile just like any other level 5 wizard, which unfortunately I think is only 2 missiles. 3 at 5th level. Is he level 5? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's way better than Larlax's Minor Drain then. Still just with the 1 horror spell. We could just have him run around without armor, so that he can actually cast his magic. I suppose we can do that. Let's rest. Oh boy. So this is a situation where the sleep spell is still useful.
What is it now?
Gonna go ahead and throw that down and fast forward this fight a little bit. That way we don't have to take all day trying to kill these stupid things. We're gonna have Edwin come up here and try to line up the shot. Make sure everyone's clear of him, and here he goes with Agonizar as Scorcher. No, Luther, don't walk in front of the flame. And this should hit again, I believe. Yeah, pretty nice.
Thank God. That would, of course, be me. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Guards don't have any money on them or any useful gear. 120 EXP each seems fair, considering they're kind of mundane. I would imagine the Iron Throne doesn't give them money, so that if someone kills them, people killing them can't get the money. Maybe that's looking into it, thinking too hard. Draw your daggers and spells, and let's have at her. You've cost our employers, and this is as far as you're going to go, my friend. You should have known that lazy bounty hunting rabble wouldn't get the job done. Never settle for second best, I say. You want to know what I say? Or, sorry, you don't know what I always say? Always kill the mouthy one. That's what I always say. Huh, that's a good saying. I'll use your head for a puppet, make it say it over and over again while we drink large amounts of mead. Life is pretty good, you know.
Who can resist the
Alright.
mighty strength of Luther?
So we're gonna back up just a little. That guy is gonna move towards us like a rocket, and that is because he has Boots of the Cheetah. Boots that let you walk at twice the speed. Very fun boots. Handy to have. However, it does have the negative side effect of placing yourself far, far away from your party. So we're going to pull back and just take him out, since he made the foolish decision to charge blindly at us. He does hit pretty hard, though. Poor Kagan. That was just 2 hits. Morningstar +1. Kagan gained a level. Nothing to choose, but another nice saving throw reduction. Thaco reduction. HP as always. Is he a level ahead of us? No, he's just level 5. Okay. Still though. Nice to have.
I am one with
Thank
nature.
God. That would, of course, be me.
We'll go ahead and cure him a bit here. We could drop all the curing spells on him, I suppose. At least a couple. Same AC as Luther, so he should be just as safe as Luther is up here.
This is a trusting
We'll have
fellow.
Haldorn drop her wolf in front of us. That should assist.
Save your thanks.
We'll have the wolf take point
Who can
since
resist the
it's
mighty
expendable.
strength of Luther?
Ah, that sounded like a mirror image spell. Yep. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna back up again and hopefully draw the attention of... No, come on, wolf. You need to come with us. Okay, so there were a lot of spells
Who can resist the
that we
mighty
were
strength
hearing
of
there. We're going to hold the wolf here so that if the wolf is targeted by the spell... No! It's somebody cast Monster Summoning. But there it is. That happened the way we thought. The wolf was targeted by Confusion. I don't know if Dreadwolves are just immune to that, because it didn't even seem like the Dreadwolf rolled a saving throw. And perfect! We managed to draw Gent... I'm just going to pronounce that like it looks. Gentor. We hear more casting off in the distance. That's concerning. Flame Arrow hits the Dreadwolf, which is precisely who we want it to hit. And we have an invisible Chisis.
Save your thing.
Spell looks like Horror. It's going to make things difficult for Luther. Kagan manages to save. We need to start assisting with spells of our own. Let's do the insect spell on Chisis. We should have done that a lot earlier. We'll try and speed things along by casting Magic Missile on Gentor. Melf's Acid Arrow hits our summon. That's a dead Dreadwolf. Luther decides to run back across the bridge and is panicking. We're going to try to disrupt the spell that Chisis is casting. However, he's invisible. It's going to be difficult to hit him. Perhaps Magic Missile will do the trick. Oh, and, wow, he took a lot of hits there. I don't know who successfully hit him. Wow! I guess we don't need to cast Summon Insects on him. I suppose just cast it on Genthor then. And I realize now, I think the reason Faldorn wasn't casting, yeah, is because of this. I always forget this. You can't target invisible creatures with spells, which is why Faldorn just was not casting that spell. Anyway, insects are now surrounding Genthor. He receives a -2 Thaco, -2 AC, as we discussed earlier, in addition to taking 1 point of damage every 2 seconds. This is going to greatly speed up the end part of this fight. Nice. I will say Branwyn does not have access to that spell, so +1 point for druids. In favor of druids, rather. Luther! Didn't you hear learn remove fear or resist fear? Do we have resist fear here? I don't know. Maybe that was a cleric spell. Yeah, that was one Branwyn had.
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
Alright, we got Luther back. There's one more wizard, Resdan. He is probably a very dead wizard. Yeah, Faldorn couldn't even finish casting Summon Insects. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and rest to get our spells back. Unfortunately, the guard finds us not that surprising. We're gonna have to just do this a couple times until it works.
Save your thing. Thank God. Whatever you got, I want.
Oh, the graphics are like lagging things here. That was weird.
Save your thing.
Alright, let's try that again. Somebody gained a level. Edwin gained a level. Couple more mage spells. Looks like he has access to level 3 now. Very nice. Spell Thrust, not really usable. Flame Arrow, Fireball. We'll just take 3 fireballs, why not? It's a huge power spike when wizards gain access to level 3 spells. Fireball being a big reason. More guards, it would appear.
If we we must.
Gonna be a lot of fighting in this episode and probably the next episode, my friends. The Iron Throne is not an enemy light area.
Again, you disturb me.
Shartiel took a level. We're just gonna do open locks 100. No need to have more.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Just check these chests real quick. Locked.
What's your
Okay.
I love bloodshed.
I'm sure you do, Shartiel.
I'll do it.
What do we get there? Potion of magic shielding? I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a potion of urine. 50% resistance to all magic. It seems like a worse version of the potion of magic blocking. Oh, but interestingly enough, this only makes you immune to 5th level spells and lower, which is completely irrelevant in the first game, but might actually matter in the later games to the point where this 50% resistance could actually be better
And will not go lightly.
against some of the higher level
So I kicked him in the
things.
head till he was dead.
Oh no, who are you? Please, don't kill me. I'll tell you where the mines are. Yes, I'll do that for you if you spare me. The entrance is in the bailey to the east. Please let me live. Sure. Why not?
Okay.
A lot of chests here. Let me get the hotkey up so we can do this a little quicker. Nice. I don't think there's anything useful in these chests, if memory serves. They're more like supposed to be, well, 89 gold. I guess that's something. Yeah, it just looks like gold in general. They look kind of like the
And will not
sort
go
of
lightly.
personal
Who can
belonging
resist the
chests.
mighty strength of Luther? Who can resist the mighty
Squirrel!
strength of Luther?
Your
Here goes
worthless
nothing.
lives end here.
Dead squirrel. 1 whole EXP. I love how the guard, offered to tell us where the entrance to the mines were if we let him live, as if it was some kind of secret thing. Like, I don't know. Why would you not have found that the entrance was over here? I feel like it's not that difficult. It's like, just follow the bridge would be
Save your thanks.
kind of the assumption. It is interesting, though, they stacked all these logs up, right?
Who can resist the mighty
Which I know we have a
strength of Luther?
top-down view, and it's really obvious for us to look in here and see this building. But when you think about it, if you were in a forest, these logs would serve as both a protection against, anyone trying to get in, but also as camouflage. I do question this, though. This gap in the wall. Like, you could just... Is it really defending your fort if someone could just walk and just hop up here? Or, like, just walk around this little bit of land? Is it? I don't know. Maybe they were preventing a full-scale assault. It would slow down a large number of people, but not a group of 6.
You are so irritating.
More guards joining into the
That would,
fun.
of course, be me. Here goes nothing.
Feel scum. It is me.
You know what? Shartiel can go loot the place while they're handling this. Just more gold.
And will not go lightly.
Alright,
Will not go
and
lightly.
into the mines.
Hey, this is
The
a
mines
trusty
are
man.
an unpleasant place, but in some ways not quite as bad as the Nashkellian mines. You're those bastards who have been taking down our mining ops. Well, you've come to the wrong place, kiddos. I'm one mean son of a bitch, and I'm gonna give you a world of hurt.
Your worthless lives
You
end
are?
here.
Okay.
Say, who can resist the
Says the
mighty
guy
strength
wearing
of
leather
Luther?
armor without a shield. Something tells me he was inebriated. Who is screaming? Anyway, the difficulty here is, of course, the narrow passageways, which won't be... Well, I'm trying to think. Kind of does carry through most of the mines. The ability to maneuver becomes difficult, and that will make certain spells and traps you find very deadly, including the lightning bolt spell, which has a tendency to bounce around a lot in the very narrow passages. You'll see what I mean if we run into it. Gods, gods! Anderson speaking ill of Daveron! Wait, you're no gods! Ah, gods, gods! I was trying to go for sort of weak-willed voice there, but instead I think I hit something otherworldly. Anyway, Anderson is here. Daveron, you wouldn't know this the first time, but Daveron here is the mage running the mines. So that little slave here that was running away was kind of, what would you call him? Not a brown noser, but like a teacher's pet, or nah, that's not quite it either. It's just when you're in captivity and you have one of the captives who's willing to betray the other captives just to get the smallest amount of preferential treatment in captivity, one of those kinds of people.
And will not go lightly.
Get me out of this hellhole.
There are 2 reasons I pound this pick against the rocks. Do you wish to hear them? I have no patience for the prattle of slaves, be they mine or my enemies. Then I have come upon a 3rd. Poor guy.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
So who are you guys? You here to buy some iron or something? You know, while you're here, maybe you should give me some advice. My wife's been complaining lately, mostly about her late night life. Yeah, see, with all the stress and trouble lately, it's taking a little starch out of my maypole, if you get my meaning. Wow. This guy's very open. Why in the 9 hells are you asking us such a question? Hey, wait a second. I recognize the bunch of you now. You're the guys who've been causing all the trouble lately. Surrender right now. I love that this guy asks us for bedroom advice, and then tries to kill us.
Save me, dear sir. Please save me.
If you set me free, sir, I can tell you how to bring this mine crashing down around the heads of those fat-headed slavers. Shut up, you fool. You need not have a hissy fit. Yeah, well. Actually, wait a minute. What'd you say to us? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, what did that drop a rep to? Reputation. We're despised, down to 4. Alright guys, it's gonna get real when we get out of here. We're gonna have bounty hunters coming after us. Canticle? Who the heck is Canticle? Ooh, another guard.
If we must.
Oh shoot, we had Kagan accidentally use up a lot of his axes there. That's too bad.
Save me. This is a trusting fellow. Thank God. That would of course be me. And will not go lightly.
Because the passageways are so narrow, we're just gonna have Luther kind of scout out the area here. I don't quite remember the exact pathing we need to take.
Go past. Save me, dear sir. Please save me.
I was a bard once. I knew every song that there ever was, and I could sing them all so beautifully. But now my throat's been choked by dust, and my lungs have withered in this chilly air. 1,000 curses on Daveron, and whatever man it was that hired him.
Save who can
That's too
resist
bad.
the mighty strength of Luther. Whatever
Another
you
guard.
That would of course be me.
It totally makes sense for these guards to be here, but they are such a nuisance. Is Luther fighting with his fist? That was weird. Did you see that? Oh, it's because it did that thing again, where a weapon broke, but then it replaced it with the weapon in his inventory, and yeah. One of these days we'll find a magical bastard sword. One of these days.
Thank God. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Boy. You know what? Luther needs some health.
Be associated with such a fine group of gentlemen.
Thank God. I will not go lightly.
Is this the exit? No. Wait, who's attacking us? Another guard. These look like stairs. How is this not the exit?
I like it here.
What is it now?
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Yeah, I guess this is part of the mine.
Save your thanks.
What a pointless part of the world to explore. There was like nothing over here except guards.
Save me, dear sir. Please save me.
Tippy in.
Help us, please.
What's going on? You're not our captors. No, we're not. What is this place? And who's keeping you here in these foul conditions? Deveron the mage. He has enslaved us here and forced us to live like rats in these filthy dens and warrens. And for what? To mine iron as if it was the last thing left in the bowels of the realms. I would tear his very head from his shoulders had I the power. So it seems that everyone here is being forced into mining.
Your worthless lives end here.
Held in their positions by these guards who surely ensure that they continue to mine. Another dead end. I hadn't intended to explore this entire part of the mines. And yet here we are.
I could take Drizzt with both my arms tied behind my back.
You could you? You there! You're not supposed to be in this area. Surrender yourselves now. You're going to die, little guard. You wouldn't kill a man with a wife and 10 children, would you? Yes, we would. I think he's just leaving. Alright, well, we'll let him flee. More like, he's not worth the effort. Wait, are you kidding me? We literally just wanted to come off the elevator and come up here? That seems like the only passage left. Unless I'm missing something. Oh wait, no, there's this big one here. Surely this one in the middle is the correct passage. Watch, Edwin's gonna run into a guard.
Me out of this hellhole.
Huh, yeah, what do you know? Just want to take that middle path.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yes, yes, we know. Alright, here's where things become a little bit more...
Come.
Civilized isn't quite the right word.
Thank God.
But you start finding runes and furnishings and things like that.
Save your thanks.
I need an L.
Thank God.
Your worthless
That would,
lives
of course,
end
be
here.
me. Who can resist the mighty strength
We
of
do want to keep an eye out for traps. We're going to have Shartil
I'll do it.
sneak around here and see if there's anything that we need to worry about. This is apparently locked. There wouldn't be traps in the prison, would there be? Surely not.
Help us, please.
Hey, this is a trusting
There's
fellow.
like a secret passage
Men
here.
are pathetic.
Maybe I'm just making that up.
Okay.
Oh well.
Help us, please. Help us, please.
It's funny, they're asking for help, and yet, oh boy, we got lucky. That was a critical miss. Chartil is very unarmored right now.
Savior, who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Seems like just a regular bandit guard. We're 240 EXP for some reason. I'm really nervous about going into this room. I don't want to trigger any traps, so we're gonna about face pull this guard into the hallway and take him out in here.
Don't.
It seems at this party, I love bloodshed.
Okay. Same as before.
Really?
I'm not seeing any traps.
This is so tedious.
Thank God. And will not go lightly.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing. Not even anything in there. Oh. I don't know how we passed that without triggering it, but okay.
And will not go lightly.
If it bleeds, breathe.
So it turns out the old noggin, the old Chezni noggin, still remembers
Go lightly.
through sixth sense abilities where the traps are, at least in this location. Another fun, rousing fight with 3 more guards. Make that. Whoa, whoa! Oh, it's a Black Talon elite. Okay, that makes more sense. It's just got a little more interesting. Gonna go ahead and see if we can put as many of these guys to sleep as possible. Looks like only one of them.
Thank God.
Okay, we'll focus on the sleeping one. What we want to do is break through these guards so that we can get to the Black Talon elite as fast as possible. That way we can stop him from shooting those ice arrows at us. What the what? Who is Harry Sean? Haration? I don't know. But she just became #1 on our hit list. We could summon insects on her. It's probably a good idea. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so she's invisible. Faldorn can no longer cast spells on her. We're just gonna focus all our physical attacks on her. Oh no! Oh gosh! No! No! Oh jeez! Yep. 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 Who did we permanently lose? We permanently lost Eldoth. I think that might be a reload. I wanted to do as few reloads as possible. Hold on, let's do possible reload. We'll save our current position, but I don't think we can actually feasibly come back from that. Yeah, it looks like we had an autosave here. We're gonna go back. Because we permanently lost Eldoth, which means we permanently became unable to do his quests. We would have had to have gone back and resurrected, what, 3 other people?
And will not go lightly.
That's pretty rough. And that is the bouncing lightning bolt spell that is extremely deadly in this exact circumstance, where the spell essentially has the ability to randomly bounce around the walls and just deal way more damage, I think, than the spell ever realistically should. The lightning bolt spell, for those of you who don't know, it is very similar to Firebolt in terms of dice power and saving throw. The problem is that the game does not limit the number of times it can hit someone. So it is possible, if the lightning bolt decides to bounce like this in between the hallway, it is possible for someone to get hit like 5 or 6 times by the same lightning bolt spell. And what ends up happening is, yeah, you can survive maybe 166. Heck, maybe you can survive 2 66s if you happen to make a proper saving throw. But no one can survive a lightning bolt that just bounces over and over and over again throughout the entire duration of its spell existence. And, oh, well, we didn't disarm that trap this time. Anyway. Let's try to rethink how we can approach this fight.
I am one with nature.
So, talk to me, Goose. We just run in and do a fireball. Simple, but effective. Why don't we just do that? I feel like there's no real reason we can't get that to work. Surely Edwin will be okay for just a second. There we go. And that's why fireball is fun. So even if that wizard decides to come over here, she'll hopefully be at about half health. And if she hasn't, we're just gonna have Edwin go down and do it again. Oh, yep, there she is. Good thing is, you don't actually need to target anyone when you cast Fireball. Edwin got hit there by his sword, but that's fine because he still managed to cast the spell. A lot of guards died there. Looks like Harishon is still alive. She'll probably pop up here. Because she's invisible, we won't be able to see her. Let's spread the vulnerable party members out a little bit. We'll put Luther and Kagan up here.
Thank God.
Okay, is there anything we can do to raise Luther's electric resistance? I think we got rid of... Oh no, here we go. Character is too far away.
And will not go lightly.
We probably don't need it, right? Doesn't Luther already have a 50% resistance due to these boots? Yeah, okay. Luther's probably safe to come in here and scope the scene. Okay, she's still there. Yep, there's the lightning bolt spell, but we got lucky. Sort of.
That would of course be me.
Black Talon Elite certainly did his best to kill Luther. 22 electricity damage. Black Talon Elite took 43 electricity damage, and Harishon killed herself with her own Thunderbolt spell, taking 29 damage. Unfortunately, one of those Black Talon Elites hit Luther for 12 plus 9, I think. Well, at any rate, we need to pull him back before he dies. But with Harishon out of the picture, the real threat is gone. We can regroup the party here.
Thank God. That would of course
we'll have him chug one of these. Hopefully that keeps him alive.
is a trusting fellow.
Nature is all.
Baldur can heal Luther. Kagan will take point. And the party will support.
Save your thanks.
We are really dancing with death here.
Thank God. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
But I think we made it out now. Yeah, that fight is always tough. I think every time I've come here, that fight is just annoying. Because you have...
Name your price.
You have Harishon's bouncing lightning bolt spell, which she casts with reckless abandon, to the point where she's willing to sacrifice her own party members and herself just to hit you with it. And I know it's not like she's consciously making that decision, it's just an AI. But like, I just feel like the lightning bolt spell should have been changed to work differently, so that it doesn't create those suicide situations, because that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like Harishon is a suicide bomber that runs in, will kill just as many of her people as she kills yours, and will kill herself just to get rid of the party. It's more obnoxious than fun. Alright, we successfully rested once. Goodbye, Eldoth.
Thank God.
We successfully rested once, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10 archers turned immediately onto Eldoth.
Save your thanks.
And Eldoth bit the big one there. Looks like they have even poison arrows, so I guess we'll get use out of that antidote potion anyway.
That would of course be me.
Okay, I really don't want to leave to resurrect Eldoth, so we'll see if we can do this without him.
A new god rules this planet now, and his name is Luther.
We do need to pick up his stuff, though. It's hard to tell which is his and which isn't.
What is it now?
Okay, I think we got it.
Save your thanks.
And I understand why the encounter rate when you rest is so high in the Iron Throne, but it's also kind of annoying because it's like, yeah, well, if we wanted to rest, we should probably just leave and come back.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
But by that same token, that's just annoying and wastes time. So we're going to quick save, we're going to rest, and we're just going to quick load. Because otherwise, this is literally just the same as us leaving, resting, and then coming back. There we go.
Why? Name your price. Hey,
Alright, so a bit of scum saving there, but we are taking the Eldoth death, so I think it's fair.
Why? Name your price.
Again, you disturb me.
Oh man, we're out of inventory slots. Across the board. Alright. Well, same as before. Oh, wait. We have Faldorn. Faldorn can carry a lot of this.
Nature is all.
Why did she grunt?
Save your thank God. Hey,
Wait, we successfully rested and we're still nearly
Who
dead?
can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Maybe we should leave.
Scum.
I cannot risk your surviving to pester me further.
Trying to think if there's anything else crazy in here.
Thank God.
I'm not thinking of anything. Let's do an about face. Come on, guys. Let's do an about face. Let's protect our spellcasters like this.
I'll do it.
Put the fighters here.
And will not go
We'll
later.
try and rest again.
Save your thanks.
Man, I'll do it.
So we'll go ahead and walk around and explore a bit more of the jail cells here. Rill says, "You there? Wait. Tell me I'm right. Aren't you the mercenaries who've been causing the Iron Throne so much trouble?" No. We work for the Black Talons. Get back to work, slave. Yes. Sorry, ma'am. I'll get right back to work.
If it really?
Ah, there's Yezlik. Yezlik won't want anything to do with us. He is not a child eater,
Okay.
baby eater.
Thank God.
I
And
think
will
that's
not
the
go
actual
lightly.
term.
Men are pathetic. I'll do it.
We have a secret door. Couple of chests. Empty. Also empty.
Save. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Due to the close quarters here, we're going to pull our fighters up front. I believe there's a ghoul back here. Oh, there's a couple ghouls. A couple ghasts.
If it bleeds, really? I'll read.
My action.
Save your thanks.
Again, you as directed.
I feel like these guys are taking forever to die.
Nature is all.
Thank. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
And one of the secret entrances leads here. It will open up if you stand there long enough.
I don't. All right.
I don't quite remember where this one goes.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Oh, just do another part. It's kind of weird that they had these hidden walls back here. Hey you. The others adventures. I give up. Please don't hurt me. I promise I won't scream. I don't want to die. Oh, please let me live. Just don't kill me. Are you going to let me live, are you? Huh? Just shut up. Please shut up. I'll be good. I'll shut up. You can count on me to be quiet as a mouse. Yes, sir. No sound coming from this mouth. I'm gonna shut up my mouth so tight you'd have to pry it open with a crowbar. So you say.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Anyway, it seems we found a storeroom. Yeah, I don't know why there's those secret paths, or this secret hallway that connects the kitchen, or maybe that's the kitchen, I don't know. One jail, the storage room. It's also peculiar why there are so many of these crates that just have nothing in them. Like, what's the point? I feel like there should be maybe iron in them?
That would of course be me.
If that's the whole point of this? I don't know. It just feels odd, right? Like, why are there are all these crates that are empty?
If it bleeds,
Oh, Sharkeel, where are you going?
And will not go lightly.
Men never think with their minds.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Alright. The next floor here, this is probably the hardest room in this floor. The rest of this floor is pretty simple. It's these archer goblins that are really the biggest problem, but with a sleep spell, we should be okay. Yeah. And the reason this room is probably the hardest is because you have no room to back up. You have to do the fight right when you come off the stairs.
Again, you disturb me.
Thank God. And will not go.
Men are pathetic.
Irritating.
Anyway, since they're all asleep, we should be able to make quick work of them.
Worthless lives end here.
Thank God.
You want something?
That would of course be me. Who can resist the mighty strength of...
Okay, the rest of these rooms, I believe, just have a scattering of goblins and things like that. Why are you, like, ashen? They are just hobgoblins, though, right? Like, they might be the stronger variants of hobgoblins. There are certain variants of hobgoblins that have the same name, but are slightly stronger, I believe, but
Steal, scum.
it's peculiar. There, to my knowledge, there isn't anything crazy on this floor.
I want.
Unless, is this the floor with the djinn? There might be a djinn here. I guess that's pretty crazy.
Why? Name your price.
Nature is all.
Get me out of this hellhole. Get me out of this hellhole.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
I am
I'm confused. There was like a greenstone ring somewhere.
Get me out of this hellhole.
Huh, there it is.
And will not go lightly.
Not a lot of treasure here, but that's okay. Giant bottomless pit. You'd have to assume this is a sinkhole. It's also kind of weird that this whole mine feels makeshift. There are some rooms that have been fashioned, like the room on the second floor above us seemed fashioned into some kind of meeting room. There are rooms like this one that have apparently a giant bottomless pit. There are rooms with tables. There's a smeltery over here. Or forge, or whatever it's called.
That would of course be me.
Anyway, I accidentally went a little over. That's okay, we were busy going through the mines here. But that's where we're going to end this one for today. Thanks as always for watching. I know the Cloakwood mines are a bit dull. They're a little more exciting than Ashkel, though. A little bit. Ugh. Wish we hadn't lost Eldoth, but oh well. Things happen.
Save your
So,
thanks.
take care out there. See you in the next one, where I hopefully finish off Cloakwood Mines. And, yeah. Later.